Welcome to the lesson 16 of OpenXava. In the previous lesson, we learned how to define default properties for development in multi-user environments using JPA callback methods. You can see more about this lesson following the link here. As we already learned, calculated properties do not allow to filter or ordering in lists, so we prefer persistent properties with the calculation annotation. However, the calculation annotation properties are only valid for work with simple arithmetic calculations. When we need to use loops, conditions, read from a database, connect to external service, or do some complex logic, we can see that the annotation calculation is not enough. For this case, we need to write the logic with Java in the getter. But how we can do this and in the same time keep the ordering and filtering in the list? Well, this is simple. We can use two properties, one calculated and one persistent, and synchronize both of them using JPA callback methods. We are going to learn how to do it in this lesson. So let's start adding here a new property to order entity named estimated delivery days. So add this code here. We need to add here the depends annotation, and we say that it depends from date. Okay, that's it. As we can see, this is a pure calculated property, a getter with Java logic. It calculates the estimated delivery days using data as a source. This case cannot be solved with the calculation annotation that only supports basic arithmetic calculations. We also have to add estimated delivery days to the default view declaration in order code. So let's do it. So we need to go here to the view annotation and add this line here. Save, and that's it. Now it's time to test this functionality, so start your application. When we log in, if we go to orders, we can see here that we have a new field named estimated delivery days with all the days, and if we open here a order, we can see that we have here the field with the estimated days for delivery. If we change here the date, for example, we pick here Sunday, we can see that here the logic is changing the estimated delivery days. Now we will modify here some visual effect. We will add here this field to be in line with the other field here. So go to your code, go to commercial document, and change here this for a comma. Save, restart your application again, and when we enter, we can see that now we have the field in line with the other fields. The value is recalculated each time the date changes in the user interface thanks to the depends annotation including date. But if we go here to the list mode for orders, we can see here that in the field estimated delivery days we can see the days, but we can't filter or order or have another function. So to solve this problem, we need to add a second property, and this time it will be a persistent one. We will add the next code in our order entity. So we need to go back to order and add here declare here a new field named delivery days, and we will use here the column annotation with a definition named columnDefinition integer default 1. We save here. Note how we have used the column annotation with the columnDefinition integer default 1. With this trick, when OpenXava creates the column, uses the integer default 1 as a column definition. Thus the new column has a default value instead of null, and we can avoid an ugly error with our int property. Yes, in many cases, the column annotation, columnDefinition, is an alternative to do an update over the table, as we have been seeing in the manual schema evolution lesson before. Anyways, this columnDefinition dissertation is tangential to our calculator persistent synchronization issue. The column annotation is not required at all. It's just convenient for this in property. This new delivery days property will contain the same value as estimated delivery days, but delivery days will be persistent with this corresponding column in the database. The tricky issue here is to have the delivery days property synchronized. We will use the JPI callback methods in order to achieve this. It's enough to assign the value of estimated delivery days to delivery days each time the new order is created using the prePersist annotation, or updated using the preUpdate annotation. Now we will add a new recalculate delivery days method to the order entity annotated with this annotation, prePersist and preUpdate, in this way. So we need to add this code here in order entity. We'll create here a new method named recalculate delivery days. And we will use here the prePersist and preUpdate annotations. Basically, the recalculate delivery days method is called every time an order entity is registered in the database for the first time or when the order is updated. Now we need to start again our application to be sure that all these functionalities are working as expected. So start it. When we enter, if we go to orders in list mode and open one order, if we modify here the date, for example pick again a Sunday for February, we can see that here it's recalculated, and when we save, we can see that if we go to orders list, here we have recalculated to the delivery days field and the estimated delivery days field 2. Now here we can sort for quantity, and we can say that all the functionalities are working as expected. In this lesson, we have learned how easy it is to use JPA callback methods to define the logic at different specific moments of the life cycle of an entity, allowing us to synchronize persistent and calculated properties when modifying an existing entity or saving an entity for the first time. Remember to like this video, leave a message, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new future content. See you soon!